Good evening, darlings. So I got a question from Tumblr user Ultrafangoddes who says, "You told me to hold on to the little things. Well, my friends from traveling caravans or the taverns always taught me songs, and they helped me really discover my love of music. I would like to know what kind of music that you enjoy. Humor me." Well, darling, I'm happy to talk about music because, unlike things like cinema, I'm very invested into music, and I have very sort of eclectic tastes, I would probably say. I'll listen to anything at least once, and you know, I think there's something very powerful about music, particularly the way it affects our moods. And this could just be me personally. I know there are many people that just sort of enjoy listening to music and then they can move on. But for me, sort of the type of music it is, the sort of rhythms involved, the lyrics, they can be very powerful as far as what my mood is. So if I sort of need to relax, I may put on something like Western classical music, or even gargaku, which is a sort of the court music of ancient Japan, and I find that those are very soothing things. If I'm sort of busy working on a proposal or some other project at work, I like to have things that don't have lyrics. It doesn't necessarily have to be classical. In fact, there's quite a bit of sort of new instrumental music or jazz, and I tend to put that on, or things that are in another language, because I can sort of tune out the words, even if it's a language that I speak. It's very easy for me to just sort of just have that in the background, and I find it very easy for me to focus as long as the beats are not too fast, or things are not too exciting, because then I sort of get distracted by the dance beats. But if I sort of need to pick myself up, I also tend to just go for upbeat music, and it can be anything from sort of Western pop music, or sort of K-pop, or even soca music. Soca music is great if you want to sort of bring your mood up. So there's sort of a very wide variety of music, and it does depend on what mood I'm in, and sort of what mood I'm aiming to set myself for, what it is I'm going to listen to. But I'm just absolutely fascinated by different genres, and also sort of how they affect me personally. Depending on what mood I'm in, I can feel something very strong or not, from the same piece of music, and I think that's very interesting. This is a lot sort of about um, about about one's psyche. I think that's sort of how you can be affected by that sort of thing. So if you want sort of specifics, I can give you a list if you'd like. Just send me another ask, and I'm happy to just sort of put that out there for you, darling. I can give you a list of sort of different moods, and the music I tend to listen to, sort of based off that, either an artist or an album or something like that. I'm happy to do that, darling. So thank you so much for your question, and I'm glad for your interest. And please send me a list of some of the music you like, because often when people do that, I discover artists or genres that I've never heard of before, and it's just really fascinating, and I absolutely love it. So thank you so much, darling, and have a good evening. Ta-ta.